Aries, hello my darlings, how are you? Welcome to your reading for the month of September 2022, or as always, whenever you find me is perfectly fine as well. Now, I have been very drawn to continue to use this Chakra Insight Oracle deck just to give us an overall theme or something that we can maybe tie into the other messages that are coming through. So from this deck this month, you have the Honesty card. I feel like you may have had this previously, Aries. The words on the card are truth, transparency, sincerity, and communication. So to be honest, no pun intended, I saw that word. I was reminded of that word after I said the word. So to be honest, I feel like this is actually a collective message. I think we are all being invited to speak our honest truth at the moment. So I'm not surprised that that message has come out. So as I said, that is the Chakra Insight Oracle. Hopefully that will help us to tie together some of the other messages that are coming through. Now I'm going to use the traditional Rider-Waite tarot. This is going to look at the energy that is coming into the month of September for you. So let's see what we have here. We have the Four of Cups, Aries. Sorry, I'm just trying to get that out of the glare there. Four of Cups, so potentially there's an opportunity that you are not seeing. Okay, you up until now there you may be focusing on the wrong things, and what you may not be seeing is an opportunity. This is this gift from the universe of something possibly coming in that up until now maybe you haven't seen. So I do also want to have a look at the overall energy, but I'm leaving the month. I'm going to come back to that. The bulk of the reading, I'm going to be revisiting the the Tarot of Curious Creatures by Krizan. Okay. And the first card we have here is the Justice card. Okay. Then we have the Ace of Cups. All right, I did see that fly out before. So the Ace of Cups there. So I do like it when we get this confirmation. I was sort of describing here that energy coming in at the start of the month is that Ace of Cups type energy that you maybe are not seeing. So this is this confirmation that we are getting through from Spirit, from Source, from your guides, etc., that there is possibly some new opportunity that is on its way. But as I said, we will get into that in a little bit more detail. So the bulk of the reading here is going to have 9 cards. So let's just keep going. I'm actually not going to do as much shuffling. So we'll be thumbing through and being guided by which cards. We have the Strength card. Okay. So there may be a necessity this month for you to really concentrate on that gentle strength that you have. So let's have a look. We have the Seven of Swords. Now these cards are all coming up in a certain position in the layout, so we will have a look at how that relates to the messages for you. But the Seven of Swords, it is in the position of inspiration, so how we can be inspired this month for you. And the Seven of Swords, traditionally that's kind of a lying, cheating, stealing energy. But in that inspiration position, it may well be that you might be invited to use maybe some wit or some intellect, problem solve to find your way through a situation. We also have the Three of Swords, okay. That is in the position of emotions, so that could be quite significant for some of you. Now, as always, I have called in my guardians, guides, angels, and ancestors who love me unconditionally and are of the highest vibration. Let's have a look. We have the Four of Wands has also come up for you here. And with any reading, obviously bearing in mind that it cannot resonate for everybody, so please do take what is resonating for you, and the other messages may be relating to other people. So obviously with the number of people watching, it cannot resonate for everyone, but we have the Queen of Wands. So my darlings, I really do hope that is resonating for you, because that's a lovely energy to be sitting in. Okay, so very much a strong, confident, powerful, but kind of in the way that the Strength card is powerful. It's a gentle power. It's a power that you know and understand and realize that you have the potential to engage that underlying strength, if you will. So just 2 more cards here. Okay, we do have the Moon card. Okay. This is in the position of career, finances, resources. So sort of into that, I guess, the work sphere, I suppose, or how you survive, how we all survive, what resources we have to tap into there. So we'll have a look at what that means for us shortly. And we have the Two of Swords. So this is an additional message from your guides, from your higher self, from source, wherever you feel like you're getting these guidances from. This is an extra message from that place. And that is telling me that at the moment with this Two of Swords energy, through this month of September, you may be quite undecided about something. You might be at a little bit of a crossroads. You might be trying to figure out which way to go on something. And we'll just get that final card for the reading. And this is again heading back into the traditional Rider-Waite Smith deck for this final card. So let's see what is coming through for you. Okay, so we do have the Emperor. So this is you, Aries. Okay, so moving forward, moving out of September into future energies, is looking like that you could find that sweet spot. You could find that happy place. I am being asked to take this card as well. So the Six of Swords. So for some of you, there may be some transitioning that is going on. There certainly is a little bit of that energy in the rest of the reading. So let's just zoom out and see in a little bit more detail what is going on for you. So first of all, you have quite a few major arcana cards, okay? We do have obviously the Emperor, we've got the Moon, we've got the Justice card, we've got the Strength card. So, 4 major arcana cards in a reading does suggest that there could be some big changes going on for you. You've got this Ace of Cups, which is a potential new beginning. And whether we interpret this Ace of Cups here and the Four of Cups as an additional Ace of Cups, it really does indicate that there's possibly some new beginnings, some new opportunity that is being presented to you. I do feel like for some of you, this opportunity has come out of a situation. I feel like maybe there's been a change in job, a loss of a job. And I feel like this Justice card, this is sitting in the position of your month as a whole. So this is a really great card to have sitting in that placement. Okay, so it does say that for the month of September, there is this focus on justice. Now, this particular Justice card talks about almost like a karmic justice. And so I feel like for you, it's like the scales are being balanced. Everything is coming back into the right balance as they should be. I feel like there's definitely been some heartbreak around something for you. I do feel like for many of you, it could be as I said, some sort of change in your job, maybe a loss of a job. The Three of Swords can be quite a deep hurt, a deep heartbreak, a deep kind of sorrow and grief. So this could still be quite painful. This is in the position of your emotions this month. But what we can see, also sitting next to that, is the Moon card. So moving forward, there may be some fear around what your new career looks like, because this Moon card is sitting in your career. So in terms of how are you going to provide for yourself? How are you going to find those resources to live your day-to-day life? If you're thinking of maybe a new job, or you need to actually move into a new job because you've left this other job either by choice or you've been forced to leave it, there is certainly these fears that are going to come up. There's fears about whether I can make it work, whether I'm going to, end up in a worse situation. What I will say to you is the answer, the messages that's coming through is no. I feel like, with this crossroads energy that you are at, that you could potentially have 2 different choices, 2 different roads in front of you that are being offered to you at this point. I do feel like if you choose to move forward, and I feel like you are moving forward regardless, that it will be a positive move, okay? You will step into this Emperor energy, which is you, okay? It's that being strong, being capable, being a good leader, being assertive, and the Six of Swords is telling me, as I indicated before, for some of you, this is definitely a moving on, moving forward, transitioning energy. So the Six of Swords is this idea of moving from, really it's moving from rough waters into smooth waters, and being perfectly guided and safe and secure as you make that transition. You will be protected. You will be looked after on this transition, on this journey. So it's looking all pretty good, Aries. Now, what I will say is this opportunity that you haven't been seeing up until now, it may be because it's going to come completely unexpected. So this Ace of Cups, this new opportunity that is potentially coming through for you, is in the position of something that may come as a surprise for you this month. So this may actually be something that, as I said here, you haven't been seeing, but I think it's because you feel like it's almost too good an opportunity or too good a gift that it's almost like it's not real. What I do want to say, and what I love about this particular Ace of Cups, is that we can see the octopus tentacle there, and it's grabbing this Ace of Cups with with full gusto. It's like, no, I want that opportunity. I'm going to grab it. So the Ace of Cups is really, it's an opportunity that brings in the potential to bring great joy and abundance and love. It's a real heart-opening, emotional, emotional stepping up, if you will. So this octopus, in order for it to grab this opportunity, it's had to be very perceptive of its environment. So all of those little suckers, I'm just going to move in and see if I can get it to zoom to focus a little bit better for you. There we go. All of those little suckers on its tentacles are completely awake and sensitive to its environment. And it's for this reason that it's not going to miss this opportunity. So what I'm saying to you here, Aries, is that you may need to be sensitive to your environment so that you don't miss this opportunity. The other thing with this octopus too is that it is very fluid about how it moves through its life, its world. So its world is water, obviously. And if we think of an octopus in the water and how it moves with such fluidity and ease. And it's also very good at camouflaging as well. So this is coming up, and I feel like this is actually coming up for this Seven of Swords that's come through for you. So as I said, this Seven of Swords can sometimes be lying, cheating, stealing, but it can also be tactics. How can you employ tactics to navigate your way through a difficult situation? So swords are about intellect. They're about skill and wit and being flexible. So I do feel like part of this message for you moving forward this month is for you to be flexible, be very intelligent, like that octopus. There's a very strong message of this octopus theme, or animal message that's coming through. It's very, very strong with this octopus. I feel like that's kind of like almost the most important card or message in the reading. I was actually, even before this reading a couple of hours ago, I was actually reflecting on the documentary My Octopus Teacher. And so if you haven't seen that and you are drawn to have a look at that, that could be maybe a way for you. I don't know, I just feel like there could be a message in that for some of you. I also do want to say with this Ace of Cups, if you are looking for love, this could absolutely be a new offer of love that's coming into for you. You can see those two swans swimming around in the top of the cup. So by all means, if you are looking for love, the other thing that is coming through is that reminder that you must take the opportunity, okay? We can't expect new love if we are not seeing it, if we're ignoring it, all right? So for some of you, that may be a relevant message, okay? If it is new love with this Four of Wands here, And this is in the position of how we can best support ourselves, our health to a lesser degree as well this month. But for some of you, if it is a new relationship coming in with this Ace of Cups, it is indicating that it has the potential to go the distance. It's something that has the offer of a solid foundation. The Four of Wands can sometimes be seen as the marriage card, the wedding card, engagement parties, reunions. But in any case, it's saying that this is for the single people, this is the message that's coming through. It's something that's got legs. It's something that has the potential to last. For the others of you who this doesn't resonate, I do feel like you're being asked this month to maybe not fall on, because that sounds a little bit, that's not the word I'm looking for, but go to those networks that you have around you. Go to that solid foundation. If there's something that you are struggling with, if there's something you are having some difficulties with, okay. And as I said, with this Three of Swords, there could have been some sort of loss, but you have this solid support system around you. Okay. This Strength card is sitting in the position of how we can stay grounded this month. So for you, it really is about tapping into that inner strength, that gentle strength. So similar to what I said about the Queen of Wands here that's sitting opposite in the layout here, it's about knowing that you have the ability to kind of almost flex your muscles, assert yourself. Again, this is this honesty card that's coming up. It may well be that for whatever's coming up for you this month, that you may need to step into this confidence of the Queen of Wands, step into the knowing that you've got this inner strength, almost the Emperor energy, knowing that you are moving forward into this bossing it up energy. Both of these are bossing it up energies, the Queen of Wands and the Emperor. And so I do feel like that's your key to getting through any difficulties this month. So whether these difficulties could be for some of you, this whole idea of lying, cheating, stealing, maybe game playing. I feel like, again, this is a work kind of thing that's coming through for me, maybe even some backstabbing in relation to a loss of a job or a change in a job. So if this is something that's going on for you, is to remember to tap into that honest communication, speak your truth with integrity, okay? Like this Queen of Wands, be bold, be brave, be strong, but don't be aggressively strong, okay? And I'm laughing because I had a situation this morning where I was on the phone to my bank and I stepped into that almost that aggressive strength. So I'm laughing because it wasn't the best way to handle the situation. Okay, I could have handled it much better if I'd stepped into my inner Queen of Wands, my inner strength card, being more graceful, being more measured, gentle. You know, they say that you catch more flies with honey than you do with vinegar. So there's a little bit of that message coming through for some of you as well. Okay. Now, the Queen of Wands is in the position of relationships. So now don't hold hard and fast to the positioning of the cards, you know, in the layout. It's really more about the intuitive messages that come through and their relationship to the other cards on the table. But if I'm looking at it in an isolated way, this Queen of Wands in the relationships, it could be that you are feeling very strong, very confident. You might be feeling a little bit sexy, you know, feeling, even if you're not feeling it. No, I think you're feeling it. You're definitely feeling it, okay? But people are seeing you at this point as well. They are seeing you for your true essence. They're seeing you for your confidence, for your bravery, for your passion, okay? The Queen of Wands is extremely passionate. So in a relationship, hopefully this is where you are, how you're feeling. But as I said, you may well be attracting people to you. So and not gender specific, of course. So if you're somebody who identifies as a masculine, it's these cards are about the energy. So it's the energy of the Queen of Wands. It's that energy of being the queens are all about nurturing. So it does have that feminine aspect to it. It's got that mothering kind of sense around it, about it. But it doesn't mean to say that if you're male that you cannot relate to this message. We all have masculine and feminine aspects to ourselves. So it's about acknowledging that side of you. Also, in terms of relationships, we do have this black cat seated at her feet as well. So in terms of relationships, you may even be feeling quite, if you're not looking for new love, if you're not in a relationship, you might be looking to honor this confidence in yourself as well. So knowing and understanding that you are this powerful, passionate, strong, independent person. But with this black cat here as well, it does indicate that your relationship to yourself may actually involve you maybe even tapping into some psychic or intuitive wisdoms as well. So that black cat really does lean into that psychic knowledge as well. Also with the sunflower here, the sunflower and all the sunflowers around the edge there, it does suggest that there's great joy and happiness. And again, whether that's in a relationship you're already in or whether that's in a relationship with yourself. So do take it as it resonates. But it's an extremely strong, beautiful, confident energy that either you're sitting in personally or you're sitting in a relationship. So very nice, my friends. Okay. There's not too much more that I want to say. I do just want to tap into this Three of Swords quickly before we move on. So the Three of Swords, as I said earlier, this is in the position of emotions for you. So emotionally this month, there could be something that is troubling you, something that has hurt you, and it's really hurt you on a deep heart. You can see here, those swords are right through the center of that heart, or in this case, it's the egg. So it's a very deep pain, and but there's the other side of that is that this, the other side of pain is obviously, I guess, relief. Sometimes we need to go through these heartbreaking moments because it opens us up and allows us to move forward into something that, often this Three of Swords energy comes about because you're in a situation that is not meant for you, is not for your highest and best good. So even though it can be scary, it can be painful, devastatingly painful in some situations. And moving forward, as I said, you may have these lots of fears, insecurities, concerns, and it may actually highlight some of those fears for you as well. So the moon, we can see the brilliance of that moon. It may be illuminating these fears that maybe you haven't touched on for a long time. It could be illuminating and showing you old patterns or triggers, even from childhood. It could even be past life as well. So, but this message of the Two of Swords, as I said earlier, this is a message from your guides. And if you are at a crossroads, if you don't know where to go, there is this idea of, you can't make a decision when you're kind of, when you're all tied up and you're in your head too much, okay? As I said earlier, swords are about the mind, they're about the intellect. You may be overthinking something, okay? So the message that's coming through with this card is to relax, okay? Uncross those arms, take that blindfold off, look around. So once you look around, once you connect in with your heart, even if there has been this heartbreak in the recent past or still going on for you, your heart will know, your intuition will know, and you will be able to see the right path moving forward. As I said, this is indicating some kind of moving forward energy for you with the Six of Swords, okay? There are quite a lot of sword cards here. So other than the major arcana, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 swords cards. So very much this idea of potentially being stuck in your head or being overthinking things this month as well. But in all, you know, like there's some ups and downs in there, Aries. But in all, it all indicates that it's a transition that is necessary. It's a transition that's going to end well. It's going to end with you feeling confident, feeling brave, feeling bold, and it's going to allow this idea of karmic justice to come into play and, you know, and balance the ledgers up. All right. So have that, if this has been you, if this is this Three of Swords where you have or you are feeling this heartbreak, this sadness, this grief, okay, there is this message with this card that this particular justice card is about bringing in karmic justice. All right. You are going to start to see, it's almost like a Wheel of Fortune energy where things are going to start shifting and changing. Still a little bit of heartbreak to go through here, but it does indicate that you have the strength, you have the courage to go through whatever it is that you're going through, and you're going to end up really bossing it up, all right, sitting in your power, absolutely. But you know, like anything, we can't get there straight away. This is something that is going to have to take time. All right. Okay, my darlings, I do hope you've enjoyed the reading. If you have, please do like, share, and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you soon. All right, my friends. Bye-bye.